And so let me say a little bit about how I think dialogue is much more than just you and me talking. I have a little mantra. A mantra is a little phrase that helps you to remember something that's really deep. And this mantra goes, nobody knows everything about anything. Therefore, dialogue. You see the world from your perspective. I can't see it from your side. You can't see what I see from my perspective. And so I need to learn from you what you see that I can't see. And when I say see, I don't mean just visually, with the whole of our perception abilities, including thinking, and vice versa, you from me. So we need to be in dialogue with each other because our very nature as humans is we always want to know more. And I cannot know everything by myself. Nobody knows everything about anything. Therefore, dialogue.
When I think about what my hope is for dialogue, a verse comes to me out of my Christian tradition, Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to the world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So the purpose is to create understanding. The Hebrew word for mind that I've learned from my Jewish rabbi teacher is that it can mean perception, it can mean the reasoning faculty, the capacity we humans have to enlarge our perspective and therefore be renewed, as the verse says, renewed in love and respect. Many people resist dialogue because they think it's going to homogenize the religions and make us all into one New Age humanist community. Well, we do dialogue with the people who would love to see that happen, and there could be much good in that. But our purpose of dialogue is to make sure the person who believes that is good for the world is going to also understand what the Ethiopian Orthodox person thinks is good for the world, for the purpose of increasing understanding, enlarging perception that increases the love that we are meant to have and respect for difference.
These are excellent principles to use, but what about when we've already gotten in and we've got active conflicts going out? How do we try to put those fires out? So Dr. Sonia Werner, a good friend of the show, is going to share a few thoughts here about how do we get past these sort of perpetual arguments that we have.
Because nobody's born knowing how to do this. It's a matter of learning some skills. In a very different book, A True Christianity, number 443, there's a little description about what does it mean to be a moral adult. And it goes through different stages. And the fourth mature stage is be deliberate and purposeful. So that takes some planning. That means you have to almost like premeditate. I'm going to learn how to handle an issue. I'm going to be deliberate in my actions as I try to be charitable. And being charitable doesn't just mean, oh, peace and love, just let anybody say anything they want. No, it means actually actively engaging in a conversation with people in a charitable manner. So my goal is to kind of pull in the reins when I self-examine and to try not to have a love of dominion too much, and then to be deliberate and purposeful. If I know I'm about to have a conversation with somebody who disagrees with me, I accept from the beginning that we agree to disagree. And we try to do that in a careful way so we can start with a respectful attitude of agreeing to disagree. That's in contrast to trying to enter into a conversation with sort of an attitude of, I'm going to win this argument. I'm going to surprise them with an attack. They don't know that I'm going to have this conversation, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to say such brilliant things that I'm going to win. No, that's pull those reins in. It's just becoming more dominating, destructive, etc. And it doesn't really help the other party be the best they can be.